African soldiers who fought for freedom. Some are dead and some are living. Those that are dead are still fighting on. Those that are living are still fighting. Chaka Zulu, African soldier. Listen, let's say African soldier. Nambia Kiwe, African soldier. Kwame Nkrumah, African soldier. Jomo Kenyatta, African soldier.
What you get by achieving your goals is not important as what you become by achieving your goals. Life has no remote. Get up and change it yourself. If your dreams don't scare you, they are too small. The best way to predict your future is to create. I don't care who is doing better than me. I am doing better than I was last year. And it's me versus me. That's the mindset we all have to have in Liberia. That is you versus you. You are not competing with anybody. You are in a competition with yourself. And this is how we like to say good morning, Liberia. Good morning to the 15 political subdivision. Good morning to our followers in the diaspora. Good morning, Liberians. Good morning, my friends. We would like to welcome you to another beautiful edition of Good Morning, Liberia. And this program comes your way from Monday to Fridays at 7:30 a.m. and it runs up to 10 a.m. And this morning, I'm passing through the hospitals, through the clinics, through our health sector, telling you that just keep it in there. Everything is going to be okay. Once you are breathing breath, know that there's hope. So this is how we like to say welcome and welcome to Voice of Liberia. Good morning, Liberia. My name is Tamiria Wawonla, and this morning I'm here with Chris Williams Joshua. It's a pleasure to be here with her this morning. And we are back to it again. So good morning, Chris.
Samara, how are you?
I'm okay. Okay, so it has been indeed a very, very much long weekend. And Grace is so beautiful sitting here this morning. And it has been a very long weekend. But thanks be to God that we are back here again to be able to inform you, to be able to reach out to you with some information as it relates to issues in our country and also out of our country. So over the weekend, we saw that Joseph Yuma Bwakwa, he did his campaign rally yesterday, September 17th, and we all saw that the country was green. The Unity Party partisans, they pull up in their numbers yesterday, and they were blocking every part of the street. We all saw that CDC launched on the 7th of September, and Unity Party launched yesterday, and I'm hearing that Tiawan Kongolo, the Integrity Party, is to launch on Thursday. But let's turn over to Grace so that she tells how was the program yesterday. What are some of your thoughts about the yesterday program? Because earlier yesterday morning on the Liberian Influence page, there's a person that posted there because it's a group and anybody can post them. They posted and they tagged them in it that Unity Party will not be carried on the launch again because of Muhammad Ali or leaked video and things like that. So early morning, I was kind of getting ready to go for service. And I was like, Is this true? Because nowadays you see things on the internet. At times it's not even factual. That is why as a journalist, they tell you to dig deeper. Because at times it's just information. When you run to the public, it will be information. They post 10 hours. Is it true they postpone the event because of Muhammad Ali? That is Bo Ali week's video. So they have postponed it. So I was checking all over in the chat room, and I also saw people asking questions as to if it was true. Later on, I got to know that it wasn't true. Yeah, so and I just felt that it was propaganda that was being run. But how was it yesterday? What are some of your thoughts about yesterday? How was it from your end the streets? How was it like?
This morning on my way trying to get here on time, I had some hustle and tussle.
Mm,
But serving the Liberian people remain uh greater motive than anything else. So this morning, I want us to congratulate the Unity Party partisans who turned up yesterday to greet their occasion. I'm very
mm,
proud of them. I'm happy that Liberians can go on with their life and express their interest when it comes to democracy without being detached or afraid in any way. And yesterday, I'm also grateful to the Joint Security, mostly the Justice Ministry, for protecting the Unity Party partisans yesterday and making sure that their march was peaceful. There was no form of accident. They went there and joyously expressed their interest to President, uh, former Vice President Jose Imam presidential bid. That's something I'm so proud of, and I'm happy that happened yesterday. But from my analysis, what I'm looking at, like I was saying a few weeks back, people were doubting, saying, "Oh, um, Grace is crossing over to Unity Party." I'm not crossing over to Unity Party. I'm realistic. I'm now a sedition adult. I'm now a UPS. I'm now a sedition. I'm not for anybody. I'm a journalist. What we do on the platform is lay the basic and allow you to analyze and understand. From what we are seeing and what we are telling people every day,
mm.
the only sedition that is campaigning the rightful way, I would say it in this public, is Joshua Brown.
Exactly.
Honorable Joshua Brown, the governor of Dallas, is the only like sedition that is campaigning the rightful way. Besides him and Jefferson Kochi and that of Malu, who has gone their separate, the rest of the sedition, especially those in government, if President Ria loses this election, they will be at fault. I said it and I continue to say it. The reason I'm saying it is most of them are self-centered. One, they are proud. Two, they
I
don't share
mean,
with people.
tell me.
If Unity Party will win this election, it will be a betrayal with me.
Take off, of
And
course.
one of the analysis I want us to look at also is the fact that when President we took over, there were people that sacrificed their blood and sweat
Mhm,
for President Weah. To the extent that they were willing to die, to do anything to
mhm,
protect him. I can remember Papi Solo
mhm,
were killed for protecting President Weah.
mhm,
He was shot dead.
mhm.
But what happened after President Weah took over? The same United Party people that President Eddie implored. He did not dance us. He didn't take anybody from any ministry and agency. They remain in the government. He only how we call it harmonize the salary harmonization and reduce the salary to bring other people in. We shot him in the list.
Mhm.
Forgetting to know that the people were loyal to only their party. He forget to bring people that sacrifice for him and go to work. In the need, we are all Liberian.
Mhm.
Let me keep them on board. But yesterday you could see
Mhm.
the people that carried that place was civil servants.
Of course.
Civil servant was the one on the you could see government agency that cars.
Mhm,
Yesterday, towing people.
mhm.
Something that when even CDC launching, you can
You
see.
can see, just as the CDC was launching, we were standing right on the road. Yeah, we saw cars with their empty cars. What they had, there are people walking from junctions for junction. They couldn't stop to say, "Oh, let me get this man
Yeah.
lift." If any of you are helping, to be able to take them in, they
If
can't
Joshua will
do it.
lose the election, it will be the same people in government that will make him lose. Because civil servants turned up yesterday to support. If you take over as a president, people that sacrifice for you supposed to be your interest, because they will be the one to stand by you. You get them. You Not the United Party people. There, no one of the people saying he working for Eddie, he working for Eddie.
Mhm.
Yeah, he cut them there. So they still was coming and saying, "Okay, President, thank you very much for keeping us there, but we're not voting for you."
Mhm.
They probably posting a photo with voting for Ambassador Baka, which is welcoming that democracy.
Mhm.
But this time around now, President, we should learn that if people are sacrificing for you,
Mhm.
that means they love you. There are still some diehard sedition that have not worked from 2005 till now. Not everybody you will employ in government, but they are still supporting you. Yesterday, you could see some ministers, deputy ministers, directors
Mhm.
posting on the feed yesterday. That is democracy. And I'm so happy they have come up open it to tell people who they're supporting. If George Weah loses this election, it will be because the fundings you're supposed to provide for Exorawe are not made available for them to go on the field to campaign. So the president is seeing everything, and I know he will do a groundwork. But for Unity Party, let's go back to the analysis.
Yes,
I said,
yes.
toss
Back
up
to
to
you.
you. You people take your groundwork. I'm proud of you. Unity Party know the strategy. They are intellectual when it comes to putting crown.
Mhm.
I'm grateful that you people were able to
But
touch all the loopholes, especially in the government, and brought them on board yesterday. Go ahead, Samara.
one of the things that some people I kept telling people yesterday was that people be saying, why Unity Party did a street park like this? Why is the street park like this? I said Unity Party is one of the biggest party within Liberia. You people should try and understand that. When it comes to
And they
Unity
are like
Party,
Chanta institution are crossing over to
over the
Unity
Unity
Party.
Party,
They are
when,
crossing over and want to feel part of something.
of course, when it comes to Unity Party, and when it comes to CDC, these are parties that have branded themselves over the years' time. I'm not saying ANC will come there. Tiawa Gongolo will come there, but it will take time. But you see, Unity Party, you see, for CDC, these are parties that have branded themselves. These are parties that when you talk about putting out crowd, they can do it. We all know that seeing the crowd doesn't mean that you will win this election, but you should also take into account that crowd
A CDC into a groundwork, Samara. I'm telling you for free. A
because
CDC
there's,
into
so,
a
there's so many
they will fuck them in this election.
there's so many lapses,
Yes,
Chris.
that was
So
them.
many. There's so many lapses that we can talk about here.
Because from the crowd we saw yesterday, even if 95% of that crowd vote in Barcelona in this capital city, he win. He win Maserati. And if for the first round in Barcelona, Waka eventually wins the election, then the second round he can beat Waka. It just shows to the public that this is the person that the Liberian people want. So if Josh President we are saying he have been doing tangibles, he have been doing things for the Liberian people. This is the time he make them understand that. And one of the things the opposition holding onto that we are working is the fact that President we are has been importing kush or drugs in this country.
Mm.
So these are things we need to this is meta we need to clarify. You know this platform is a balance one. We are not for, we are not against. We get tangible information. The name push has just been changed from what you have to what we call before the day ballet boom.
Mm.
Okay? What we used to call the day ballet boom before, what the boys used to crown the ballet boom, they mess it with the label. Now why they changed to push. And I want every Liberian all of my boys to answer this question. Is it during President William regime we started smoking the ballet boom? Or I'm saying they because all of up out of it. All up on the civil war.
When I'm saying that the lapses are too many, Grace, most Liberians they have it in mind that it's in President Weah
Like
regime
asking to
that
Liberia,
drugs came to
which
Liberia.
is wrong.
That's the problem. So now they are saying that if they elect Joseph Yuma Bwaka, then there will be no drugs. Because they are saying, look at what happened to the Rabos International Airport. We are not saying that President Weah is the one, but people think that it's in his regime that all of
Finabono,
these things
accusing
are
Finabono.
happening.
But the fact here is they're forgetting to know that people are answerable for their own crime. How will Finabono or the airport authority seize a document that Finabono name is not even spelled correctly on, then you painting her on that document?
So that's just the thing. That is one of the things why you see people turning up
And
and
yeah,
they are leaving CDC and going
CDC
over
power
to
team is just weak.
they
Yeah.
are very weak.
How will Finabono bring in just at this crucial time of the government and allow herself to be caught? This is just simple politics. They know that
And
people are confined and whether they work, they not get work, they go to school, they will vote just yeah. So they manipulate everything around him, especially when it comes to drugs.
Eh,
But getting to know that president passed the drug
So
law.
all me I can say here is that the lapses there are too many. So citizens have to work hard and harder. They
They have
have
to
to
tell the
work
people the truth. They
hard
have to come
and
with facts.
harder.
If
They
you know,
have
but
to
not
be
exactly when I people
truthful.
they just the people
They
they
don't
can
they don't have to be selling all these things because now Liberians bear in mind that
trust me, at times
The CDC term that we have what's coming within the country. Most Nigerians, that is what they are thinking. They are thinking that if they elect Joseph Imabwaka, I will keep saying this that there will be no drugs within
which
the
is a
country.
lie.
It's what they are thinking.
It's a lie.
Because whenever you see Joseph Imabwaka go out there to talk to
Only
the
drugs
people,
message
to
yeah.
give message out to the people, he never talks about drugs
Is that
because
the
he
only thing
feel
you
that
do for?
that is one of the lapses that are in the government and they feel that they cannot. But that same drug thing, it was the same drug law that was signed by President Weah, and he said that he made the law non-biddable, right? But making the law non-biddable, I mean, is one thing, and also implementing it to another thing. That's one of the things that we should be able to look at. So that's just it when it comes to CDC, United Party. United Party people turned up yesterday. United Party is one of the biggest party within Liberia. And you have so many discontented seditions that are turning over to Unity Party.
And
Left us,
yeah,
some of Unity Party partisans who are going over to CDC. So the crossover is there too, and we are seeing it. But we are here to tell seditions, like Grace said, if you are to win this campaign, you have to step hard and harder. Because Unity Party, they aren't joking. They have been silent and working. All of the allegations that have been coming, they have been keeping quiet on it and they have been working. All of the messages that United Party people they are preaching is only about push. Even yesterday, Joseph Imabaka talked about push. So that's one of the things that Liberian people feel that it is. It's something that is damaging the young people in Liberia. So anybody would like to say, okay, so that's the reason they would not like to deep deeper or go into it. At times, some people the way they see the news is just how they take it. They don't even care to go into it and know what's going on.
and one thing I like to say that I'm not a PR for President Weah, but as a journalist, our work is to provide tangibles and credible information for you. Drugs has been existing before President Weah took over as president. It was under this regime that the drug law was passed. So you should be informed when it comes to that. And none of us have seen President Weah smoking drugs before. So I saw this statement from Karishma on social media accusing President Weah that he's a drug smoker or weed smoker. These are things we should stop. This is our president. The way you label him and how the international community will take him. Okay? So we have not seen President Weah smoking before, none of us. And we have not seen President Weah importing drugs in this country before. But under this administration, you saw that the legislators were able to pass the drug law and President Weah approve it. The only thing we need is for them to be pretending to him, Bill and the LDEA people for us the Liberian to join the LDEA. That if you see somebody smoking push or whatever, and report to the Liberian National Police. And one thing I want us to understand here, most of the photos going around on social media about push are not from Liberia.
But some of the things
They are not from Liberia.
the black backers, that's related to what I was saying about yesterday. Not very influence. Somebody posted there and the person said that the party or the rally is not going to hold again because of Mo Ali leaked video. Early morning was posted. And as for me, when I was home getting
You
ready for
see how they
Sunday,
go
I
inside
cannot
the
believe
whole
it.
thing? Check with the inbox.
I cannot believe it. Mm-hmm.
And there's information coming in that just the police has confirmed one person dead from yesterday
They
rally.
died from YouTube rally too.
Yeah,
So,
one person died yesterday. He was over Jam Park, and one person died yesterday. And also, people are still getting in trouble because we are a whole interact and not in this country.
people,
So,
yeah,
I think
yeah. LRA is huge consignment of push drug at the Liberia-VOL water side.
this is thing we should understand.
Keeps coming into the country.
If the government is supporting drugs, a person we are bringing drugs, all our aid work and the real ambassador of the president.
And
Do you know that we arrest this thing?
I'm also told that it was brought in by a Sierra Leonean woman from Sierra Leone. You see that this is what drugs keeps coming into the country. These are spoiling our people. They are spoiling the young people.
I want us to clarify this morning. I'm not here to talk for United Party or CDC. But what I want us to understand is if this government If we left with state president, we are importing drugs. We're actually importing drugs. LRA drugs, they know it for the president. You think they will counter the public? That's the question that we should be asking ourselves. I work for President Weah. He gave me the right to go for confirmation to the Senate. Okay? I work under his direction. That works for him. Will I be able to go and give it out money in my boss? The government is trying to make sure that drugs do not enter our country, and we still laboring drugs on the government. You forget to know that political system that anybody can go and collect drugs in Britain. Apart from that, people have been bringing Nigerians or Liberians or they've been catching them with drugs. So if you want to vote for Joseph Baka, just vote for Joseph Baka. Joseph Baka won't campaign. Then you tell the Labour what you do for them. They just should serve at the centers of our decision making. Samara, just what I have to say.
Yeah, so that's just it. If you are following us via Facebook, I want you that to be able to share the live video, invite a friend to participate. And also drop a comment. It will be read at the end of this discussion. Grace, I hope you share the video too.
I try to open my
Yeah,
Facebook page.
so if you are there, you
open
just share the video and invite a friend to participate. And also, if you are following us through our YouTube page, I want to urge you to keep following and also drop a comment. It will be read at the end of this discussion. And also, would like to say good morning to our people of Mark County, Kakata to be specific, the the voice of the the voice of Liberia branch. I'm kind of trying to get a particular community name. That's the problem. Yeah,
Telephone.
the telecom community. Yes, thank you. If you are following us there too, like to say thank you for following Voice of Liberia 89.7 there. We are relaying there. And like to say thanks for always following. So that's just it, people. We still have drugs coming into the country. We still have drugs coming into the country. These drugs, they are spoiling our youth. They are spoiling young people. LRA confirmed in drugs. It was coming in from the Liberia-VOL was about Sierra Leone. We know from Sierra Leone, and LRA arrested and they confirmed it. So the drugs keeps coming into the country. This morning we are on Unity Party rally. Yesterday it took place at the Antoinette Tottenham Stadium, and you saw the whole country. It was green. Or Unity Party people they pull up in their numbers. They came out to support Joseph Human Parker. And we are here telling dishes that looking at the way we are seeing things going, they better start to campaign well and start to step hard or step harder.
And if you're talking about drugs
Mhm,
and you think you can label it on this government, what happens if eventually President Joseph Imabaka wins this election?
mhm.
And you have, because he's an old man, to be frank, he's an elderly person, you're not expecting him to be on the street to be running behind circles or the LRE. You will still have to employ people. For getting to know a bunch of people around President Baka are from the past Unity Party government. At that time, where the gray are used to be packed with Sogo on Second Street. Okay? And
Mhm.
the fact that the same drugs issue were in Liberia at that time. Mary Bro used to try her best. She even wanted to close that place down. And I can remember at that time, really, we have total base. These are things our memory should go back to total base. Nobody could pass on total base. Total base that today you see bosses lonely in really. You couldn't pass banana bush in really. Every region you couldn't pass banana bush.
And these places are not really existing.
They're not
You
existing
you don't
anymore.
have them anymore.
And also the Douala parking in real life, you couldn't pass there. 72nd barrack, now football feet, you couldn't pass there. That was a no-go zone. All these places existed on early region. People were smoking Debalibun. People were smoking wet powder. People were smoking tintin. All the drugs name we know, because we grew up around those people and we knew that they were smoking. So why are we laboring drugs on we are region?
The reason is very simple, Chris.
Yes,
Yes,
but you don't just labor
the
drugs on one person.
the reason is very simple. The reason why they are labeling it on the CDC government or on George Weah, it's because it's George Weah regime that we have drugs coming into the country.
But drugs was still
It's
coming in,
George Weah.
Samira.
Hmm?
During early region drugs, even before Chantana region drugs was still coming in.
Yeah, so what people expect or what they are expecting is for George Weah to be able to stop that, be able to put an end to it, or find a way in which he can be able to handle the situation instead of the situation being, going up and up and up, and
But
it's not ceasing.
one thing I
That's
want us
what people expect. That's the reason why you see they are saying that George, we are government, they are the ones that are bringing drugs into the country because
early try our best. Okay.
whatever happened right now is under George we regime.
Okay, so I want us to understand that's true. I agree with
So
you.
yeah.
But the fact here is one thing we should clarify is drugs cannot be demolished. It cannot be completely taken all of Liberia by the president alone. It takes a collective effort.
Everybody has to.
LGA has recommended and gave a hotline that if you find ghettos in your community, you find people smoking in your community, they feel that they rape my community. There was a little shop there that have a tarpaulin around there. I don't know who called, who not called. The people left that place. You didn't see them smoking there. When they used to tolerate people, check that things ain't happening. So this is a collective effort that Liberians, all of us have to come up with. And these are things that we're supposed to be telling our people. Whether George we are or whether Joseph Waka, we all have to contribute to reporting these cases. The same way we report rape cases, let us report drugs like that and see if drugs will not be taken out of Liberia. And we shouldn't forget, all the United Party shouldn't forget that they see people smoking drugs, that they see people you want for them to vote for you tomorrow. Don't see them on that feed. Most of them went out to see yesterday.
Chris,
I'm telling you the truth.
Chris, you cannot say
Those
that.
ones, I'm telling you, they just enchanted youth. Anybody launching, you will see them.
Yeah, they will be there. Is
The
normal.
last one won the fee was free. You saw them, then they check my phone. In the CDC gallery.
Or they stole my money.
They took their money. You see? That's what happens. They see disenchanted youth. They are a threat to the United Party. They are a threat to CDC, threat to ANC, threat to LPP, threat to the whole country. And we cannot sit. We don't see them wearing a t-shirt coming on the feed. They are Liberian. But most of them are drugs and smokers. Even the decent ones that you see in white clothes, they're smoking swisher and seen drugs. They are smoking the worst drugs in those children. Because one pudding of shisha
it's very bad.
Very bad.
Very bad.
They can even make them call blood to death. Damage their lungs. So all these things we should educate our people on it and stop politicizing these things in our country because it's harming you, it's harming me, it's harming every one of us.
Yeah, so
I'm proud of Liberians are seeing the fact that drugs is a serious challenge to us.
yeah, but they
the
should
only thing
be
we can do
able
now is start
to
reporting them.
understand that
Yeah.
to be able to fight drugs, we should come together. It should be something collectively, right? It should be collectively done.
Yeah.
We as Liberians, we have to, if we see ghettos within our communities,
Report it.
we'll be able to inform the higher authority about it. And to those in higher authority too, the DEA people, at times too, you people can take less issue on these things. Where we see these people, at times you people will be the ones taking the drugs and carrying it, doing whatever you want to do with it. So we all have to report some of these minor issues so that we'll be able to fight drugs. Because look at the streets at night; it's not even safe for you and myself.
Our APC
You can't even walk safely in the street, even in the day. You can walk at the end of the day when you go out when it's after 8 or 9, you start to worry as to how you are
How
getting
you will get home?
because you don't have a vehicle. So how am I getting home? You
Even
start
if
to
you have
worry
it, they can
because
mob you.
our brothers and sisters there on the street there, they will be there waiting for you. At certain point in time, they even check my bag before at ERWA junction. That place can be very risky at night. At the end of the day, they will even hurt you or they do something bad to you. And we are still seeing drugs coming into this country
And the government still arresting.
on a daily basis. And the government, they are trying their best
Shout out to them
to
for
be
that.
able to arrest some of these drugs that's coming into the country. At times you see, at times it's even business people that will bring these
You're
drugs.
seeing people that are saying we don't want push. Most of them selling liquors, they're selling push on it. Is it president we are selling it to you? We should beat our brothers keeper. Those children selling no drugs, so they will come back and will make friends with your children. And your children will bring it in your house. Now one person will spoil. Now not one person. So let us stop. My own point this morning, I'm happy that United Party people turned up in their number. The police were able to protect them. Of course, that one person lost their life. But we are grateful that everything was peaceful. Nobody attacked anybody yesterday. Everything went according to plan. But my question to United Party and CDC, stop politicizing drugs.
And myself, yeah, I would like to also urge the government too that they are doing their best to be able to stop this
And when
drug
they
thing,
arrested, they can tell the public.
but they should be able to step harder. they should try and be able to step out of, because it's damaging to Liberian people. It's one of the lapses on the government that people are looking at. Like I said, Grace, it can be, or it might not be President George Weah that is bringing in the drugs. It might not be some of his officials that are bringing in the drugs, because we don't have evidence as to if they are the ones. So they are not bringing in the
But
drugs,
spoon,
right?
spoon,
But the thing here is, it's in their regime. They are the ones ruling the country right now. So whatever happens within the regime, they term it as President Weah's regime, and people will be able to go straight to him and tell him that, oh, it was because of you, and we have some of these things happening in the country. So that is why they are blaming the government. So it's just a challenge to the government that they be able to fight this particular drug thing. You know, when the drug arrived at the Roberts International Airport, I was like, this country is not safe, not anymore. Our international airport, you have trucks pulling in that number. The drug came in since August 30th. It was September 11th or September 10th. They opened that particular consignment. Why they did not check it? At the end of the day, you have people giving contradicting statements. You ask the security will say, "Oh, the director of security, he's the one working upon." Carry camera to the director of security to go ask him to. He said, "Oh, at the time the trucking, he was in Habel to spend this film with President George Money. We are went there where he was, so you don't know as to how it entered and everything." I played the audio on this radio. Drug enter into your country through your international airport. Securities at the Rabat International Airport. You people are not even giving any information for people to look at.
then
You
you
people just
criminal on
talking
one
different
government,
things.
we criminal on one
Nothing you're
person.
talking for us to be able to
Let us stop
understand.
here. You know, one of the you say media institutions should be credible in this country, but some media institutions are just here to tarnish this country reputation. And most of the international country reputation are not even free. They are corrupt. They are labor, alleged criminals. Yeah, most of them that you see today that are passing around with Liberian name in and more, calling other people criminals and importers of drugs. Their own cases are worse than Liberia cases. So if we say the international community should help us, but you label in Liberia as the worst country when it comes to drugs,
Yeah, some so
and you
the way
want to
in which
take state power, what will you do if you take? What do you think will come to your country when you take state power?
the way in which you talk about yourself too is the way people see you out there. Yes, you always saying this on the radio. I totally agree with you. When we hear seeing all of the bad things about Liberia, do you think that you have people from international community pulling in? Do you think you have donors pulling in? Who are want to invest into a country where every time there's any bad news going out for them?
And one thing,
Nobody will want to
yes,
invest
Amara,
because people be like, if I send my investment in that country, I will not get it. Or because
and it be
that
true.
country is not really stable
Yeah.
because of the way we talk about our own country. That is not how you run politics. Politics is a very, very much good
What
game.
the person
You
what you
people
want to
should be
do?
able to sell your country out to the world.
I expected former President Joseph Boka Yuma and his campaign
Is
team to
that
be doing well
president?
now. Former
That
vice
president.
president. But yeah, let's just say former vice president for the correction.
Mhm.
Tell the Liberian people, we all know trust is a challenge. President, we are able to combat it. You were unable to pass the drug law. He's still struggling. Of course, he's catching some of them at the very entrance point, which I can say, if a government arrests us, the credit go to the president.
Mhm.
Because if that trust come in the country, people see, okay, the discredit also go to the president. So if all our arrest us, the immigration arrest us, they are working on the directive of the government. So it's the government that arrest that trust. So thumbs up for the government for arresting that. I expect you politicians right now to be telling us, since President Ria cannot combat drugs, what I will do when I'm elected to put my candidacy in place to combat this drug. Number one, I'll focus on this in combating drugs. I will do this for drugs, to fight drugs. Then we know you're working. But every day you can, you now want push. Now you even in the opposition. What is your plan of combating push if you don't win this election? It's not even possible that all the group that turned out yesterday will vote for Ambassador Boakai. Or all the group that turned out to CDC will vote for CDC. Or Conglo will vote for Conglo. But you for the opposition, you for the ruling party, what are the mechanisms you putting in place right now to tackle drugs? That tomorrow, if you don't win as president, that Liberians will be safe from drugs. These are the messages. These are the things you're supposed to. The tangibles. There's a brother that came to this studio that's running for senators from this Montserrat County. He's a referee. I kept forgetting his name.
Yes, yes, yes,
He,
yes,
he
yes,
told
yes.
us what he been doing to combat drugs. As single as he is, compared with Jojo, she's a single person.
She's trying to do that. She's building.
Yesterday, I was at my child shop educating the children on why they should not take drugs as a single person.
Mhm,
Even though they wanted to import politics into it, but I could not allow them to do that because I know what I went there for is to tell them why you should not take drugs. I'm not a politician, I'm a journalist. If every Liberians can be an agent of change in our community, he ain't waiting for public space before they start preaching about drugs. Drugs will not be creeping in our country like this today, the way it's creeping.
mhm.
I want to have to say this
That's
morning.
so. That's just it. You can be able to help with the issue of drugs. You can be able to help too. You can be able to stop it in your own way as a Liberian citizen. You don't have to be up there. You don't have to be in or public space before you start to help. Like she mentioned, coffee with Jojo. She's trying. Every time I see this lady, she go out there to talk to or the name they always call it. I just
Disenchanted youth.
no, it's not disenchanted.
It's over.
Yeah, they got some kind of people. I'm not just used to calling them with that name. I don't know why.
But it's not right to
Because
call in the labor names one name because
yeah, because they made a name so civilized, but it's still the same as Soho. So what's the essence of calling them that particular name? You have that lady, every time she will go from ghettos to ghettos, she will help them. She even rehabilitating them. She got a rehabilitation center where she have them there every time she will cook for them. Look at what Tyrus Stallone did.
I'm so proud of him.
It was just the other day we talked about Tyrus Stallone and he put up, I think,
Graduate.
graduates from his rehabilitation center.
Of course.
You can help within your
You
own
have
way.
to be
You can
have
help
the money
to
first.
you can help to combat drugs within this country. Yes, it's in President Ria's regime, and that is one of his lapses. I keep saying this on this radio, and I will always
I'm
say
going
that.
to labor it as lapses Samra.
Why?
Thank you for asking. And I
Mhm,
want
yeah,
to be
why?
patient.
I'm very patient. Mhm,
Drugs started creeping into Liberia after the Civil War.
okay.
It kept creeping on a chancellor regime. What the
Mhm,
children used to put the gun parlor, remove the parlor from the you young, you may not understand, but I was around. They removed the parlor from the gun and be smoking in 2003, 2004. They left from there when the gun parlor was not available after the disarmament. They went to the body, the graveyard, started taking up bodies. And missing it within life for the whole time there. But that when I have the yellow coloring, I don't know if you saw that book.
yes, I
Yeah,
know about it.
started
You still
smoking it.
have them around.
Yeah, started smoking it, mixing it with all kinds of things. Then they now go to the extent now they have to bring in push. Some people say the mosquito called tablet, they're smoking it. But the difference between past regime and this regime is that this regime make look that before when you catch somebody with drugs, they can walk to the court and pay that money and they let them go while the investigation going on. But this time around, since they passed into law, the drug law, and if they put that in the handbill, if they catch you with drug, they just said one as example a few days, you will not go free. You are going to 10 years imprisonment when the drug law is signed. So if the past government, because it was not that serious on them, they now pass the drug law, and this government pass it, I give them thumbs up for that. The drug law is something that we all see as an achievement greater than anything in this country. If they catch you importing drugs, all the people they catch you with no huge consignment of drugs, they will go to jail
Mhm,
for
okay.
10 years.
Mhm.
No government has ever done it like Liberia. The bill was on the door for I don't know how long. It was this regime that
So
passed it.
okay.
Two, for
Uh-huh.
them coming up, if you say, I know they have license, people smoking,
Mhm,
the smokers getting much.
okay.
But even if you forget to know marijuana is grown in this country. Marijuana, the way you call weed,
Yeah, yeah.
is
The
grown in
leaves.
it's grown in this country.
Is I can say it's somehow
Medicinal.
yes to
Yeah,
some people
yeah,
it's a
but
herb.
they call it drugs
It's
too.
a herb though. It can
Yeah.
help other people. Just the same way how you look at the
Other
trauma,
country accepted,
the trauma door,
we
right?
forget about tramadol too. If
Just
any
the same
around,
way how you look at the trauma door, they use it in the hospital. But other people out there, they take it, to use it on
to
themselves
smoke
to
it,
be able to
to take
smoke
it
it.
alone and sleep.
So that's the same way how the marijuana or marijuana. That's the same way how it's like a similar thing. It's a herb. Other people use it in their country for different
But
purpose.
like Bra say it's a drug. If they catch you with it, you will go to jail.
Yeah, then trauma too. Yeah, to trauma doors. People use it in the hospital on people.
If they
I
catch
don't
you
know if it's the
cheating,
trauma
you call
or
it
it's the what
tramadol.
they
Yeah.
can use for the operation patient.
Yes,
Yeah,
you give you the injection in your back and
yeah.
then you So what I'm trying to tell you is, President Ria regime, if they catch drug, they tell the public this is the consignment in the even now million dollars of drugs they brought in the country. We all were there with witness when the drugs were burned. It ain't used to happen like that before. And it's simple when they catch him from product, they're telling the journalists about it. They're hiding it.
Okay, so my question here comes in. That's when I'm saying that the drug issue is one of President Ria's lapses because you have people. It's one of the key things that Joseph Human Parker is using against him because we feel that Nigerians know that most people they are damaging themselves when it comes to drugs, and you have drugs still pulling in their numbers in the country under President Ria's regime. That is why I said that it's one of his lapses. But let's look at this. During early
And
Johnson's
I said it's not his last.
okay, so during early time we everybody kind of get their own food to put them. So that's it. But during early time we had drugs in the country, right? But let's look at the drug during early time and look at it, President. We are stuck. That is where I'm speaking from.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're talking about the intake of drugs. Then now when you want
The amount of sorrows, the amount of things we are seeing drugs to the people of Liberia, to children in Liberia. During early time, if you do the comparison, it will not be on the same level.
that's where I'm coming. In Pastor Parker talking today, we don't want push. We don't want drugs. What did the Eddie administration get to make sure they have the intakes of drugs that the Zogos and the Zogos will not increase after they leave? What did they do?
Okay,
They talk over. You make a point. Oh,
yes,
let me just make
all
my
right,
point.
go ahead.
You being a deep analyst, I want you to understand my point.
Okay.
The fact that they took over from the war, right now, they did not carry on any rehabilitation for young people, and they just pushed them in the society. My UTLC recommendation, I said here every time I talk about the World Economic Forum, people say I'm biased. TLC recommendation push forward a serious rehabilitation process. That is people that were traumatized when they were people that took drugs, people that raped. They should go through a rehabilitation system before they be put into society. Did the elite there government do that? The Black administration did that?
All right, so yes, are you done now?
No, I'm not done. So if they did not do that, they
Uh-huh.
open the atmosphere
Uh-huh.
to create more drugs users that after 5, 6, 7 years when they have gone, that these people will float in the society.
All right.
So this administration came in, I'm not talking for them, I'm just laying the business.
Uh-huh.
Came in and they brought in a drug law trying to catch drugs on direct entry points, which most of them are not even Nigerian, are importing. The consumer rate increased because after the war there was no proper rehabilitation, and those people are passing it down from their children to other people's children to other people's children. So even if you take rehab on that tomorrow, the talent will still remain. Which are not like when people they were what? We don't know if Baka will win, but this talent will be here. So what I'm encouraging all of us to put our hand on deck and fight this job and we putting it to the rightful authority.
All right.
That's my
So,
point.
so you spoke about President Ria and Ellen Johnson time, and she left without putting it under control.
Rehabilitation after the Civil War.
Okay, and then President Ria came in. So what you expected for President Ria to do? Was that for him to increase it or be able to minimize it?
That's what he did. That's what he did. That's what I
He
said.
minimized it. Yes, he minimized it. With what we are seeing going on, Grace, you are saying that he minimized it.
As per the law, as
Uh-huh.
I stand to be corrected.
Okay.
Ali regime did not pass the drug law.
Yeah, they did not.
The real regime passed the drug law.
I understand.
We approve it.
Yeah, I agree with
So
you.
that's a total for the Liberians.
Yes,
So the decision now is on the LDEA to double their work. If the LRA to double their work, in which they are doing,
I
and making sure that
agree.
the government
I agree with it. So one thing you should be able to understand is passing a drug law, making it non-gradable is another thing, and also implementing it is another thing. Right?
the implementation process
Okay.
comes with grace.
It comes with
Okay.
everyone.
He's on deck. You know, as the president, we have to leave here office to come up with when we have to.
That's not what I'm saying.
I know you. That's not what you
You
said.
have people in that particular position, but that is why we have the DEA. So if the DEA is informed about any ghetto around, definitely they are
Okay.
going to go there and be able to stop
Are we informing them?
this whole drug issue.
Samra, are we?
Some people are informing them, and some people are not informing them.
How you think the information about the one I will cut to Seven product came about? Like parents are doing the best.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
just take
They
patience.
are informing them. But Grace, let me just tell you to be real. The issue about that drug that came in from the Rappers International Airport, is something that anybody, myself, I got down hearted with it. For Christ in heaven's sake, that's our international airport. It's
One
the airport
airport
that
that
we
you should
have
be
people
saying right
coming
now
in.
is President Weah. President Weah, be sacking these people in those positions that are reluctant with this
And
drug.
yes, President, yeah, he put
Please,
down, President, we put down the security,
they
the
should
security
sack
who
him
was
and go to jail for
take
investigation,
him
not to
down.
just put him
I'm not saying that President Bear is not doing well, but I'm saying that you said that it's not one of the lapses. I'm saying that it's one of it because
That's the point of
yes,
view.
that's my point of
And
view
that's what the
because
public
drug is on increase in this country.
which is something
And we
that
still have drugs coming in, something that is affecting the CDC-led
I
government.
agree with you. But the fact remains, this issue started from somewhere. The place it started from when you were a baby. That's what I'm telling you about. I'm
So
talking about after the Civil War. When our people were traumatized, they were devastated. They fought war, listening to the sound of guns.
mm,
And when the early administration, when the Walker's administration took over, they're supposed to carry on rehabilitation. If you don't do that, you put the people in the public, they become a threat to society.
mm.
Something that you will not notice under your regime, but after 5, 6, 7 years, after you go, you start noticing.
That's what I'm
Now,
saying.
our kids into drug
So
regime.
everybody knows that government is
Of
continuity.
course.
And if you see this government, we are seeing their flaws and their faults and everything. Is where you come, you
Our
are,
government will take that
yes,
yes.
you have your own place and everything. That is why we are seeing that um Joseph Yumapa is pressing her on that.
He's supposed to
He's,
press everything.
he's
That's
going to
something I want us to
he's going
understand.
to remove.
When he was vice
So
president, he's supposed to start pressing.
how will the man press? The man said that he was an old-time punk within the garage pressing. Some of the things before we bring this issue, we should look back. The man said that he was punk.
If you were part of the
Uh-huh.
recommendation,
He was
make
punk.
sure that the TRC, we even supposed to be talking about war crime for today. When they had the opportunity to pin it last and do the TRC, carry on the TRC recommendations, they didn't know those things. Thinking that Liberia would just go free and everything would be all right. These recommendations were made because of people are experts, they have witnessed people transition from civil war into a corrupt society, and these things still come back to come of them. That's why those recommendations were made. Like carry on rehabilitation, you carry on reparation, you prosecute perpetrators of war. Today you see killings all around the country. It's because there was no rehabilitation. People open people's stomachs and you say nothing wrong with it. You put it back in the society. They're still doing it today. You see rape going on. Where it came from? The Civil War. People used to rape people or anything.
The issue
They
of
don't.
rape, she said that they have been many mass
Of course,
since
but it
since
came from somewhere.
since Ellen government.
It
She
creeped into
tried,
any government.
she did her best, and
Yeah.
she tried, and she did her best. And rape, the issue of rape is not going to increase again.
Eh,
That's the same
when they
thing.
come up
It's the
the
same
report
thing. It's
yesterday,
the same
when
thing.
you see the rape,
It is
cases,
the same
rape
thing.
or rape has so that just
Yes, so
another
this,
topic.
so let's say that now, but you cannot compare it as to how it was looking back then.
Fine.
She tried to minimize it. So it's the same thing that we are telling the judge money we are government that he should try and
And what
minimize,
I'm also telling you,
minimize this
like
drug
when people
business
have
in
a
Liberia.
people have a part to play in
They
this
have a
whole
part
job,
of play, but the government they have the higher ends,
and they are doing it back.
and they are
Making sure that the
trying.
entry point are monitored and no trust people working into the country. But what happened to the old woman going from Nigeria on her farm? What happened to her? If somebody from around her, he called the LDA to report. Nobody would know she's going marijuana. If I just get something in my community, where people go far with battle, if I call LDA to tell them this is happening, they will not know. They not. So, Samurai, your point is serious. Trust is only increase today. I agree with you because it crept from somewhere, came from somewhere. And this administration cannot fight it alone. Even if Bakas win today, he cannot fight it alone.
We all know
It
that.
takes the collective effort of all Liberians. That's it. That's as
They
with
cannot,
that.
they
Yes,
cannot, they cannot afford it alone.
they
But
cannot.
the whole country listen to the government. Whatever the government says,
And the government
definitely
saying
it will be
for
done. And
LDA have
the
done,
thing,
LRA have
the thing
done.
the government should start doing, or they are doing, and I should applaud them for it, or tell them thank you for that, is that they are trying to be able to seize all of the drugs that's coming into the country as they should be doing. That is the first and foremost thing. Because if you have drugs still pulling in your country, then you are you are not even going to live up to it. Because you have people still taking in drugs. But when the issue of drugs pulling into your country, it is on a very low stage. Then you're not, because the first thing is you're not, people will not even be able to see the drugs to be able to take it in. That's the first and foremost thing, because they are not seeing the drugs like that to be able to take it in. So definitely you
So
not have
I
people
tell
being
you,
like that. So the first stage to attack is those who are breaking in the drugs.
that's what the government is doing by making sure that iterate and monitor LRA. Who LRA handler if you notice maybe somebody bringing you if there's a drug and be able to arrest whoever doing it. Because trust me, LRA is that agency for all of us, LDDA for all of us, and don't stay on our feet to make sure the importation of drugs is minimized. All I get but we get in the country we are trained. Don't take politics aside. Related party or CBC or ANC or AM, all of us are subjected to a corrupt society if we say because of the civil war. You don't tell me say George jump into the middle, but that was the president reality. No, just started growing somewhere. Now that I produce the babies, we started growing from somewhere. And when it started growing from the civil war, and when we're supposed to tackle it, after the civil war, we're supposed to tackle rehabilitation for our people before putting it in the society. I seem to be corrected, but that is my analysis.
Yeah, yeah, you had your
Whether you
point of
say
view.
party or CDC or all Liberians has one goal to report the users of drugs, report ghettos in our community, report the importation of drugs, make sure that this law that have been passed by it was not even the president won your court of rep. You all of us said law because all of us representatives agree that this become a law. Report to the LTE and make sure that drugs, importation, and those that they distribute drugs are penalized according to our law.
Yeah, so that's just it. You have your take, and like the Liberian people, they have their part of take on this issue. So that's just it. If you are listening, or if you are just joining this broadcast, you are listening to Voice of Liberia 104.1, and we are located at Capital Bypass. Currently, the program Good Morning Liberia with Samiria Mola and Chris Williams. So, Chris, we are still having our guests for today, right? The
Yeah,
guest.
we are expecting them.
So we are expecting a guest from 9 to 10, our last
The
segment.
running girls from the CDC, they're supposed to be here from now
So
to
he
10.
running girls from CDC will be here. I think they will try to
Talk about the drug
yes,
issue.
this red issue, they will try to take
Because
it
when
in
one thing hear
or
me, I
later.
don't understand the whole thing.
Yeah, so that's just it. President Josh, we are in his government. We understand that you people are trying, but the issue of drugs is one of your lives because you have
That's your own thing.
because you have the Unity Party government. Ambassador Joe Imabaka, he's saying that when he gets into power, he's going to stop
And
push.
I'm saying he should
He's,
start doing it
he's
right
going
now.
to stop
Right
push
now, right now,
from
right now,
coming
right now.
into the
He
country.
should start doing
So
it
we
right now.
still have amount of drugs pulling into the country. Yes, you people are trying. You people are trying your best, and we are seeing that. But we still have drugs coming into the country. And some of these things, the reason why you can vote a government out is because you feel that they are not doing what they are to do for your people. So if you are voting them out and putting in another government, then you feel that that government is going to do what you want them to do. So, for an example, if Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf government was not combating drugs and then the Liberian people aren't really voted her out, I'm just laying this basic, and they voted in President Weah, he should be able to minimize the drug issue. That's the reason why I said that government is opportunity and you'll be able to deliver to your people. That's the reason why you vote out government and you vote in government. So, President, we are to the CDC-led government. People are always going to blame. People are always going to blame your government for drugs because it's in your regime that we have this amount of drugs put into the country, and also in your regime we have so many so-called on the streets. But let's go to the phone lines quickly.
Samira, start turning things around, saying so many Sokos. Sokos may existing ever since.
The amount that we are seeing now,
Uh-huh.
they have not been like that.
Sokos may existing. This
The
is something that we should tell the public. We shouldn't sugarcoat it.
Chris
We know
Sokos have been existing.
CDC have our own fault when it comes to some certain things, but for this drug law, for me, for this drug law, it's highly commendable for the government.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy because
That's
the fact
something
that
that I tend to
during Ellen Johnson's Sally regime, she made the rape or issue non-bearable in the country. And we are seeing now the way in which rape was looking in Liberia, wherein you have something to do with this girl and it will not be out there because you threatening them nowadays. As soon as anybody hear about rape, everybody will start to go there. Everybody attention will be drawn to that particular issue. So that's something we should say thumbs up to. And also the drug law now is not beautiful. Since June 12th, the drug law President we assigned it and he made it non-beautiful. And we are looking forward to the implementation and we also hope that this issue of drugs be minimized in our country because it's so bad. So bad. But let's go to the phone lines quickly and be able to interact with the public so that they be able to give their views on this issue about their Unity Party launched yesterday at the Antoinette Tottenham Stadium and also comparing it to the analysis about Joseph Imabwaka always speaking about push that when he gets into power, you'll be able to have phone lines. They are boasting already. So that those who are putting their comments via Facebook, we will take all of your comments before the end of this program or before we get our first guest on this platform. I mean, we are going to take all of your comments. So you can call us on 0770 0807907 Again, the numbers to call are 0770 for our orange subscribers and 0880 for our Lone Star subscribers. Chris, let's take the first call.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kamara. Good morning, Sister in the yellow. I will forget your name.
She's
Chris,
wearing
Chris.
orange. It's the
All right,
camera
sorry,
again.
all right.
Okay.
And there's a CDC Papi certificate I do join from the most, I'm not district for Mosorado County. Let me say kudos to the police this morning. And people have said, or sometimes when you got interesting conversation on mail up CDC Papi that can be for to call on the show to make my little impact on the conversation.
So let's go straight to the point, my brother.
Yeah, this is the point now. People discuss three issues, like 2 to 3 issues. Let me go to the issue of the cry yesterday. United Party did not pull up cry yesterday. What do I mean by that? And the people always choose holiday, non-working day, to have all of the strategic program. But everybody will be sitting at home. They will not have all the activities to go to work in all places. So that's the strategy they always use, non-working day holiday to have the program. We saw the street yesterday. It can never be compared to CDC. And all of the 2 strategic programs CDC have reason, the thank you ceremony that was on Monday, working day, and then September 7th, that was on Thursday, also working.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
This is Mr. Lawrence Willie. I'm calling from the steering server at ST.
Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, they didn't join the program, and I applied on let's go with the discussion of the drug issue
Okay.
in the country. Okay, so I don't know the name of the other lady that was actually
My name is Grace.
government. You know,
I'm
she
not
made a,
backing the government. My name is Grace.
let's go now to illustration. If you have a tree and that tree is growing in your yard and you want to get rid of it, what will you do? Will you allow it to grow to get bigger before rooting it out?
No.
Or if it is small and you don't need it, then you root it up on the other stage. What am I trying to say? Just like she said, looking at the Eddie Johnson government, after they took over, what they're supposed to do was to rehabilitate those guys. But they didn't do it, they let it grow. And this government now have passed the drugs law, and they are so so many things that they are doing in terms of rehabilitation. So you can blame President Weah. We are not saying that it is right government is continuing, but he's doing his best. So I pause here. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you want to talk to me, my name is Chris. I don't know why you're always forgetting my name.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, Chris, morning.
Morning, Papa.
Okay, for the public, my name is Mama Widow, and I join us from my district 13 resident group in Scientific Village. Let me say thank you for the technical discussion this morning. Let me start with the group yesterday at the ATS. You know, guys, people should be sincere when they post the photos on the internet. Because yesterday we saw photos of, of Sierra Leone campaign, Madame Pio.
Yeah, I saw that.
We saw those photos on the internet yesterday. You know when they posted it, actually, there was a group of the party. They should be sincere to themselves. There were no photos of, citizens from other countries to add on their goal 17. So they should be sincere to themselves. They should be sincere to themselves. Then when it comes to the issue of the drugs, Grace, just as you put it, Grace, we Joe Barker in my 12 years, those guys used to come to my capital shop to pick up the city car and carry any version and smoke it. They never started 100% reality. Just as the other corruption, when the tree is small, what you need to do, and you don't need a tree in a yard, what you need to do is for you to read it up, and for you to be, for the different, so you get pick up, because when you get pick up, it will be very hard to read it up. You end up renting powers and other things before reading it up. So the issue of joining the country, I want to assure that if we all are citizens, we don't wake up on our feet and sit in our communities, in our homes, even a job about the president for 100 years, God will not for you that law. But we the citizens, we have to join the DA, we have to join the government. I think that the only way that drugs can be controlled in this country or else, we will just call us, we will say president, we are from that job, you will call us very for drugs, we will leave from there, the other president will call us. So the issue of drugs, we need to fight it from the community and then fight it
Okay, thank you, Pama. You made your point. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. So let's get out of conclude for morning now.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Thank you. Let me conclude on the issue of the trust. The issue of the trust, the Unity Party people, they have no message to the Liberian people on the land of coast. And can you believe that Honorable Joseph Parker have a club right in the yard?
No stress, right? No stress, that's the name of the club.
No stress. You get everything that can be done there. Stop and can go on there. You get opium. The people can smoke opium there. The people can smoke shisha there.
You have to conclude. You have to conclude.
So the people can work on your own horse. Why is someone selling opium, selling shisha, the doing stuff and then coming to the public telling Liberian people so cool. When the president we are strong doing club business or prostitution job, short-term business. Many people find different messages to tell Liberian people. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name is
I am Emmanuel P. Jackson calling from Johnson.
Okay, Mama, go straight to the point.
Yeah, on the land of drugs issue, everything has a beginning. And the beginning of drugs started from Charles Taylor regime, especially from the 90s.
Thank you.
And the foundation was laid. And when it came to the early regime, the early government built on a foundation. Now it has reached to a stage where everyone needs to put hands together to fight against drugs. Because it germinated from early, and now it has grown. It's almost about to be harvested. So we need to work together or else drugs will take over the country. We should not say that we blaming other government and say, oh, why they not doing this?
Okay, thank you. Good morning. Good morning. All right, so keep calling us on 0770-907-088-907-907. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Samira and Chris.
Good morning. Your name is Morning Johnson.
Yeah, I'm Peter Telika from under the street light in Lower Johnsonville.
Oh, yeah.
I think the issue related to drugs, Honorable Joseph Parker, and he to put lack the moral uprightness to question anybody about the drug issue. They are the ones that equate drugs. It started during their regime.
and that if they continue to see that they can use that as an opportunity to fool the mind of the Liberian people, they are just joking. And their appearance yesterday, they have validated the 1-1 victory for His Excellency George Weah. Because look at the guy who not even feel 8 years yesterday. So it's just an embarrassing situation for them. That's why even most of the
Okay, good morning. If you are about to put in your course, walk away from your monitor and stop busting our ears in studio. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead. You have to walk away from the monitor. Good
Good
morning.
morning. I most appreciate you, young ladies. Hello. Yes, I most appreciate you, ladies, for your stand as relates to our media landscape.
Mm.
I'm so proud of you, seeing the both of you debating the issues and bringing in objectivity.
Mm.
Grace, thank you so much, in particular for the objective analysis. Samira, rather, Grace, you must understand this. As a journalist, the issue that we are discussing is way beyond ourselves, right? Drug. The reason why a government is voted out of power is based on their inability to perform the duties and responsibilities given them. That's why you saw the people overwhelmingly voted the TDC-led government. Now, all of those errors along the way that the early-led government had, the CDC-led government came out to say they had the solution. Now, if you cannot work on those things, how do you call it? That's deception. So based on this, what Samira is saying, regardless of the challenges, you came to solve the problem. You must be able to face the reality. Those things of yesterday, when you continue to live with those things of yesterday, you came to right the wrong. So, like I would say, in your presentation, your predecessors had some errors along the way in their presentation. Now that you have taken over from them to lead the show, are you still following those errors that they made?
Okay, my
say no.
recommendation that I give were far different from what you're saying. I'm saying all Liberians need to put their hand on it to help fight the issue of drugs. I stand to be corrected because it's something that derived from somewhere. Okay?
It
But
happened
you are
from
making a
yes,
serious point
indeed.
too.
It
You are
started
making
from
a serious,
somewhere.
yeah.
So you came to right the wrong. You must own up to it.
So all of us don't need to contribute when it comes to us
You
making
must
sure
own
that
up to
drugs
it.
is taken from our country.
Okay, thank you.
That's your point
You
of
made your
view.
point already. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira, and good morning.
Good morning.
This is Chef Kumar.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for the on the discussion, the series of topics being discussed.
Okay.
What my attention has been during the issue of drugs.
Mm.
Until we as Liberians in general can look at the drug issue as national issue rather than being political on it, we will not move nowhere, right?
Okay.
The issue of drugs is who are they the drugs destroying? They are Liberians.
Mm.
So holistically, we need to have a act to say yes, let us tackle it from a holistic perspective rather than people.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Karen Gabriel calling from 12th Street, Stinko.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Thanks so much for your talking point. You know, you both said it all, especially my attention has been drawn to the civil servant business that is in government. And starving President we are as his back. You said it. You talk about like what my the man earning downside. But President we are came to power, he left these people there. And today they are all see what happened yesterday.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Lulu calling from Sydney.
Mhm.
Hello?
You are live.
Yeah, you go and say that to help balance one selling drugs. And what about you? That
Nobody
Nobody
said
said
that.
Joseph
That's a
Ogasin
caller. He put
is
a few,
selling
my
yeah,
drugs.
brother.
Mr. Perry and Terry Susa and with your what about who funded that video?
So the thing is, you
What
people,
happened to Jamaica Research? What they
you
doing there?
exactly what are they doing? You don't have evidence that
Oh, no stress. They
people
still
have
working to
drugs
everybody. My
there.
brother, I don't just be
And
giving people
nobody
hard
said
time.
that people are selling drugs to No Stress. No Stress is an
And somebody
entertainment
said that.
center.
That somebody called on
And
the radio and was saying
every
that nobody
entertainment
talk
center,
about no
people
stress.
sell shisha there. So that's just it. Good morning.
Good morning.
I
Morning.
didn't know about what you
Good
said.
morning to Grace and Samora.
Mhm.
I want to say this. Liberian across these countries is listening to this station. And I think we don't need to be decision. When we discussing about drugs, listen to Samora, reflecting to the alien government. As I speak to you, I was at the prison. I supervised at the prison during the alien time. Samora, I think Samora said she was born when she was bigger than you. As I speak to you, she knew she was bigger than you. She's so happy in this country. The first of its time, the airport security has been caught with drugs at the international airport. When last you overcalled me anytime, drugs came through the airport. When have you overcalled that drugs came from the port? The
So
seaport. Things were
he's
under control. But
he's
now,
kind of
I'm
turning the names around. The
coming
names
again.
should be the way around, other way around.
My man, you may
Coming
have.
again.
I said you are turning the names around.
Oh, okay. Just now the name.
It was
I think
crazy.
It's okay. You make that point, my brother.
I think people are listening to this station and they want to be educated.
Mhm.
Liberian wants solution to this drugs problem.
But that's how we recommend it. All hands on deck, my brother. This problem begins from somewhere. Okay? We have a root cause for this problem.
The early time they were working towards it because
And if this government is working, they just passed a recent drug law. You don't say they're not working.
airport.
Hey, but they arrested the same government arrested us just at the airport. That's the same government arrested us just at the airport. So what you
Good
want me to
morning.
say? You want to condemn the fact that the
Morning.
government ain't working?
Yeah. And so what my brother just said
Mm.
at the RIA,
Mm.
the American CIA to come and arrest us to the port.
I see.
Just had that enter before. The Mexican at the arrest.
Okay. Thank you.
These are the things we should be talking. Like,
Good
we
morning.
hands on deck.
Mhm. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are live.
And let me say good morning to the following on this morning.
Mhm.
The names are Eric Nisro.
And you shouldn't be long. Go straight to
No,
the
people are too need one where you got two.
When we hear you saying the things, we get big kind of scary already.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I want me to quickly. Yeah, let's
Okay.
appreciate you. Yeah, I know I love this. I appreciate the vote for you this morning. So,
Mm.
you know, I'm going straight to Grace this morning. You see, Grace, we follow the couple where our data. People are all watch on the phone. But at times when you say that on the video, Grace, sometimes the argument you gotta be sincere with the argument.
Oh, my brother, what you wrong saying here now? Wait, I mean, attack me.
The parents are you didn't like it because you are never sincere to the disco morning.
I'll tell the largest go ahead. That's your point.
Yeah, Grace, you give me a minute. Give me Grace.
I will even say your data bar.
Yeah. Okay. We know the anytime we have issue here, serious issue. So this is why we work in a case we can wait for this government. You let the government move on. But are you aware? You are reporter. Where are they coming out with our press conference? There was a lot of drugs in our cover people and all over.
I will talk about it this morning. It was me. So don't say I'm telling you. We
Yeah, listen, I will never call. Listen, I will
If you want, anyway, everybody get up point of view, but the way you came in from the beginning wasn't even
attacking
right.
Grace.
What do you mean by you would take the latches from home? We just kept it on the line
He
because
said he will give me latches because
Oh, okay.
I'm making a point.
Morning.
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 Yeah, hi, morning.
Okay.
Morning, ma.
Go ahead.
My name is Dada Pukana, calling from Kansas.
Yeah, just be
Okay.
straight to the point. We don't have time.
Yeah, they trust issue is very far in the country. Yeah. That's why we're praying to God for God to send us leaders that will take the drugs from over us.
And
Okay.
you're supposed to
Our
say,
help to fight
thank you, Mama.
war
Thank you.
with drugs there. Because it's flooding the country. For the younger one are coming up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All of us need to help.
Okay, so we have 8 more minutes coming up to 9 o'clock, and a few minutes from now we will be ushering our guests for the last segment. So if you are just tuning in, this is Voice of Liberia 104.1. Currently, the program Good Morning Liberia with Samiria Wawola and Chris Williams Joshua. So let's take this call. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and
getting
where
me?
the region is.
I'm Joe Morocco.
Joy, you breaking in.
I say I'm Joe Morocco calling from Nigeria. You getting me?
Yeah, go ahead,
Go
Joy.
ahead.
The issue about the drugs. We agree my Ellington drugs were in the country, but we're not like this. Even the Sogo or in the country, they have increased over. And CDC came to power with a matter of change. With a matter of change. It's a Congress for democratic change. I mean, all the democracy that went on before, from 1847 up to 2017, democracy was not correct. So they came to change it.
Okay.
Then when we're talking, reflecting our mind, back to Ellen government, Fiji Rabo government,
We need to lay the root cause of the problem. We can't solve problem without a solution, my brother. We cannot solve a problem without a solution or finding the root cause of our problem. So that's why we have to go back there. Yeah? So make your point.
But you don't have to go there because you cannot change all the democracy that was here before.
Okay, all right.
I want to ask this question, okay? When you finish. When you finish. I think you get the wrong platform.
Okay, go ahead. Just Chris.
I want to ask this question to the public. Yeah, I think someone. Do you solve a problem as a researcher or somebody that want to bring change? We are going to the root of the problem. I cannot come here and tell you, say, transplanting in the country yet, so we ain't doing nothing. I cannot do that. I have to lay the basic first.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
So, I'm Abel Vani. I'm calling from Kakata today, Magiri County.
Go ahead, Abel.
Thank you so much for the platform this morning. I want to appreciate you guys for the discussion. But then what happened is that I want to just come in with some kind of remark regarding the reason for which this government was being voted for into power. Ellen government or Joe Baka was not rejected by the Liberian people 2017 because of the issue of drugs. Ellen came to power with a very clear message. And that message was the issue about rape. And that rape laws were passed by Ellen government and it was being firmly, acted upon, and the international community also picked up that law. And up to present today we know instead of the implementation of the rape law in Liberia. And currently this government, this weird regime, what happened was that after we have resumed power, the issue of drugs began to rain out, and all the Liberian people all kinds of protests, all kinds of public awareness and other things are going on. And this drug issue should be made, to put arrest or should be arrested sooner. And there was no key attention being paid to this drug issue until today have gone. Okay.
My brother, you're making a very error. So what do you talk about the drug law?
Just let him
because of the ability of that government to perform. And for any reason, that government is not performing up to the expectation. It's also incumbent upon the legislators to change that government. Even in our personal life, we change relationship because of certain expectations have not been met.
Okay.
So you're talking about at least passing the drug law. What about this government? Have they not passed the drug law as well? The rape law and the drug law. The two of them. Please, you have to just put below the
Chris, let's just take the call. We finish your response to them. I think you'll be okay.
We don't have time.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you for your talking point. But this is government for me what I support. The only thing I got to tell my government concerned with the drugs law, let it implement the drug law more. And let it take measures. Those people who know that they have to implement the law, let it tie their belt.
Okay, thank you.
Who know that they're doing more, they're doing well. But let it tie their belt more. But let me tell you something. There are people who support the United Party, just filing themselves behind the drugs. It's not only the drugs. Many of them they go against this government because they cut their money. Many of them were taking 25,000, 15,000, one movie to carry home. Okay. So when you say change, meaning
So,
like you're changing one data, the country will move some more year when it present power. You have to change everything in one data. That
so
is law.
So, but the cutting money aspect, it said Joseph Wakala is not going to cut their money. We all listen to Joseph Wakala. He said that you cut people money. Right? So I don't think they are going behind Joseph Wakala because they feel that this company has cut their money. I think it should be another one. But anyway, that's your point. Chris. Go on.
It's okay. Let's just take a call.
Morning. Good morning. We are not getting you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah, this is Daniel calling from Lagwasi, precisely about Barizan. Single, precisely about Barizan.
Okay.
Yeah. We're discussing with Joe, right?
Mhm.
I mean, we all put up a teacher that can continue with it. We put up everything in my mindset, like, 12 chores. We'll go to on a daily basis. We saw John brother there, they are smoking every time, the whole backyard. According to the right to the area, that food there, they are sitting every time smoking there. I
Where
said, I'll go to
exactly, my
find
brother?
out, I'll see
Where
fine about that.
exactly? Where?
I don't see fine about that. I'll still tell them, brother, I'm sporting every day. You
Hello?
get more
Hello?
cool stickers or drugs. Ain't no guarantee.
Hello,
Some
my
go
brother.
over
Where are
the
you
vision
talking
area.
about? Be precise. Give us the location, please. Where?
What, pardon me?
You said where the drugs? Where people smoking drugs right now?
I'm discussing at the CZ headquarters there. At the CZ
Oh,
headquarters
okay,
for me,
okay.
I'm a political citizen. I go to on a daily basis.
You said at the bar?
Our sisters and brothers, they are smoking on a daily basis. They're spoiling the picture. Before we small town right around, they got water they call Jebe there.
Jebe.
A little food there,
Oh, okay,
a
okay.
little food around there. So ghetto. The
Okay.
youth out there, they are damaging.
Okay,
Very
if the
good.
DEA listening, you just take
We all
account.
put up a teacher that can continue with it.
Okay, thank you. If they see the DEA listening, that is just take into account that there's a location this brother is giving that you need to check on.
So,
There's a location this brother is giving you need to take on. He's talking about the back of CDC there. There are people there taking drugs. So LDEA, you need to take into account and check that place.
and also we have to come together and be able to combat this, right? So if you see such, you yourself will be able to call these people to so that they go to the particular venue that you are talking about. Good morning. Mm. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Charles Nagui, the 20% of time this morning.
Oh.
Let me join the voices of many people. I think it's time that the government work towards resolving the crisis. Because as I speak to you, the CDC came on the background of change. So they need to work towards that. The law has been passed. The Samora agrees. When laws are passed, it's different. They're implementing those laws.
That's the thing we're supposed to be talking about, the implementation. Morning, Ma Sarah. How you doing?
Hi, Ma. This is Ma. Sissy. I'm calling from Carrollton this morning.
Master C, how you doing? Go ahead.
Okay. God bless you this morning for coming to meetings and people to understand.
Thank you, Ma.
Yeah, let's just issue my dollar. We agree drugs is in the country coming in. What are they selling the drugs? If people are calling, serving my community, what? Even in Masolado, what? The community in Masolado. Everywhere just there. Not one place, not all for the drug. They put up to the job and they're not in the air. You getting me?
Mm-hmm.
They're not selling the drugs in the air. You know, who? They're not selling the same drugs in the who? They were trying to do the sport. They're all for the drugs. They're all for the drugs. I mean, for the government too. We are like what you were spoiling. They can't bring the drugs, they're not selling them in the street. You will see, they're selling in the street. Who that we want money, we want riches. Some of them get a pastor or say, but then that's what that's your issue. That's not going to fight. No, we're not going to fight the issue. When it says to try to avoid the drug issue. And tell you our children, we are good for that. What happened to we take it back in the drug issue. We take it back with the mother and father. We take it back. That was in the was a lot of time. Now, what's supposed to be wrong? We're going to put a man selling jobs there. They will complain about jobs for the big job. And they put and run after jobs. When I said that, they say, bring what for? But I'm thinking about the drug issue, selling jobs that were wrong. Well, I think we have to tell you our story. I want to show the show. Thank you.
Thank you, Masisi. God bless you.
Okay.
So we are about to take our last call. Go to the Facebook to see what we have there. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Mr. Pani. I call from my badly. This job between here started on 1968. And the government officials you will take this job in until now. But right now, the government will talk about CVC, it's a job government. We got representatives from neither party, from different parties. We got senators from different parties and another party. They all were in the house. And now they say, oh, first of all, we let them.
Okay, we lost our caller. Keep putting in your calls on 0770907907.
So
Call
that's
us
what I'm
this
saying.
morning. Yeah, call us, Papa.
So they need a push out to A. Let the people that have the whole thing for you. Let's do the first and try to draw our children down. Thank you.
Thank you, Papa. In.
No, but I know about but I'm not interested with you.
Say,
So
don't
if you
accuse
cannot
me.
go ahead,
Hey,
you
don't
have to.
accuse me, please.
Okay, so 30 seconds, I'll tell you 30 seconds. You see the issue of the job, all the we put in our community, but what we're saying is that on the government state to everybody. So I think the government, I will take decision. What we're saying, the thing is all war. As we party to the government, I will take decision. And what we're saying, think about the opportunity.
Okay, thank you. All right, so okay, so that's just it. Let's take our last call. We are still expecting our guests for segment.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I'm James. I see someone was doing a minute.
Go ahead.
Where the issue of the trust, as my brother previously stated, that we have some in the bureau and practice. We have the UP law before we have NC law before we have law before in the bill party. So it's just saying that the government is responsible for the trust issues, which means all of the parties are involved. So we the citizens of Liberia, we need to fight the job issue, not to put a blame on one person. That's my friend I get on me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
So that is all of the time we have, of course, here. We will go to the Facebook Live and be able to read out comments from Facebook and see those people that are interacting with us via Facebook. If you are just tuning in, this is Voice of Liberia 104.1. Currently, the program Good Morning Liberia with Grace Williams Joshua and Samira. So let's go to the Facebook now and be able to take some Facebook comments. Okay, so this first person here is William, and he says, "Good morning, Samira and Grace. Good morning, Poema." And then Papi Keita says, "Good morning, voice of Liberia CDC Papi Keita from Tupos Road." Emmanuel Colley says, "Great presentation, guys. Thanks, Emmanuel Colley." And then Poema Williams again says, "Thanks to you for at times you proofread, I mean, before you start to give your comments." He says, "Thanks to you all for telling President Weah again this morning. We've been telling him from day one. He never gave us ear." And then Abel Warren says, um, "So what's stopping the government to put these drug issues under control?" And then Ambassador Rufus Stefan Kane, he says, "Good analysis, ladies. Keep up the good work. Thank you, media guru." And then Abel Warren again says, "Stop being a PR for the government and a real journalist." Yuma and Lami says, "You speaking for the government or you doing journalism?" Amos Achi says, "Good morning, Voice of Liberia. Thanks for the conversation this morning. I'm monitoring from Harper, Maryland County." Kalama Noah says, "I'm watching from Malvern Point." And then Woto Wayne says, "Following from Southern Arizona, the United States." And Charles Collins says, "Tell them, mom." And then Kali Fila, he says, "I agree, but is the action the same?" And then Sam Dawe says, "My sister in studio, God bless you for saying the truth because UP people is misunderstanding issues and they don't have anything to say to the Liberian people against this government and thanks to God." Kalifila again, he says, "Thanks for saying,"
Read
okay,
it out. Read it.
"thanks for saying nonsense with confidence." And then he also says, "Who's bringing it?" Okay. So all of your comments here will be read out today, as we promise you all. And where are we? Where are we?
So,
Victor Yuma. Victor Yuma says, "Thank you." And then Sam Tower says, "Oh, it's not the government arrested the drugs." I don't know what
answer,
you
you
are
said now
saying.
the government arrested the drugs.
And then Uwe Wawa says, "Good morning. I'm following live from Johnsonville." And that is Jaka V. Fofana says, "Things are going well, my sister. Put this thing in your shoes. If any of your brother be in drugs activities and know that the government have the power to control it, what will you say?" With a question mark. And Rufus Stefan Cannon says, "Simra is on point. Objectivity is the way." And Ambassador Rufus also says, "The law are there, but is it being implemented to the core race?" That's a question. The same tower says, "When the name Soko is into Liberia." Hajime says, "Good morning, QL. Peace, lovely people of Maryland County. Watching from District 13, Montserrat County at business port, politician turned businessman." He also says, "Grace, please be see your total discussion." Then Atopin says, "My question to you guys is, do you know the functions of the vice president?" No, we don't know the function. You come and teach us. And Moses says, "Continue to defend those who bring in drugs." And Ambassador Rufus Kanye, he says, "Grace, for an example, or your procedure of this show had some errors along their presentation. Now that you are in charge as one of the hosts, are you still following the same errors they made, or you have improved on those things they did?" So the issue, past government didn't do what were to be done. That is why we voted what they voted. They were voted out. Now the present government said they had just but have failed all the promise made by the citizens. That was Ambassador Rivers Canales gave it. So, and then Atapin says the government is involved with the importation of drugs, and that's why they have weakened the ability of the DEA to fight the importation of drugs in the country. CDC has more than 100 pickup for campaign, while the DEA doesn't have 5 pickups trucks for operation. Okay? And then Ambassador Rufus Ivan says, you have won my admiration for your objectivity. And then Atapin said, my sister Grace, you are not sincere to the discussion. The people of Liberia voted for George Weah because they wanted positive change. But unfortunately, the government is not making any positive change. They are making things worse. And Atapin said, JMB is selling. We don't take that.
No, you're reading all the comments, Samara.
Atapin said, JMB is selling drugs. Says JMB is selling drugs. And then Ambassador Rufus Stefankani says deception is a killer factor to growth. And then that is Larry Wakura. He says the issue of drugs in our country is something that should not be politicized. It's not about Honorable Joe or President. Yeah, know that Liberia is what we have. You always proofread before you send in your comments. So the government, uh, the George lead government came to change things to positive and not to keep
Okay,
comparing to the past.
our guest outside.
Okay, so that's it. The comments are many and we can't
We
take
have our guest.
all
And one thing I want the
30
public to
seconds.
understand here is that drugs had a beginning. And if we are to fight drugs, all Liberians need to get involved and stop laboring drugs on the CDC administration. And know that if rehabilitation has been carried on after the civil war in this country, we wouldn't have been where we are today. I don't change my analysis. My analysis remain the same. I'm now a citizen journalist. I'm a woman that analyze things from different perspectives. I will not come here with your view. Okay? If Liberia will get better, George, we can change the country. All of us need to help and put drugs issue in our communities. Thank you very much.
So I think we just introduced.
Okay, this morning we have Diana Colley, Tue, who is the one of the lead person in the Heritage Girls from the CDC. That's one of the auxiliary on CDC. She's in studio with us this morning to talk more about how auxiliary, and I think Samara was talking about the drugs aspect that the United Party government is laboring drugs on CDC, and the fact that there are people campaigning that they're saying that they won't coach. So what does she make of that? That would be one of our more focus points that she will also be telling us what is always involved into. So Diana, how are you this morning?
Thank you for the invitation. I'm good. Like you said, I'm Diana HP12. In the media, you can refer to me as Peter Peters, and I'm the chair for the Hero Wings of WIA, one of the auxiliary within the coalition. Because CDC is now the coalition for democratic change. So I'm glad to be here in your studio. Thank you.
Okay, let's go over to Samara. She's the one anchoring today, so she will direct the questions and other things.
Just go ahead, Grace.
Okay, so but you have not formally welcomed her. You sitting behind her, you have to welcome her, make her feel relaxed, and you can pick up from there.
I'm kind of doing something. Yeah, but would like to say welcome. This is your debut here, and you look good this morning.
Thank you.
So welcome again.
Thank you.
Okay, Diana, straight to the issue. What your auxiliary stand for?
Perfect. Thanks so much for that wonderful question. Uh, the heroines of we are actually when we founded this group, we were like engaged into the promotion of women because many a time when you follow young women, maybe it's in high school, maybe in the community, to places, they always say, "Oh, for me, I'm not part of politics. I don't want to be part of politics." They always take politics to be main issue, right? So we've been doing those observations in the various communities and schools and stuff like that. So we decided to So I started this group to help the young women to get involved, right? To get involved into politics. And we started this group since 2019. All
Okay.
right, 2019, and we started to provide education to young women when it comes to their involvement in politics, when it comes to their involvement in leadership, taking decision, right? So, and also during the observation, we noticed that young women that we were talking to, they were not part of political party. Some of them were part of different political parties. Some of them were not, at least I can say just few of them, right? But just part of few political party. But majority of them, they were like, oh, I don't want to be part of political party. I'm a student. And in fact, I don't want to be part of anything that someone will insult me, someone will chase me, something like that. So we decided to encourage those young people. And as we encourage them to join political party, as for me, I'm a seditious, right? So our focus friend, as a chair of the group, I decided to incorporate those young women into CDC. Even though we're running the Islamic group as like in the individual, not having support for any political party, but later on when we all agree, after I talked to them, and we all agree, we decided to register it within the party as auxiliary, right? And since we registered the auxiliary group, we have been working, we have been mobilizing, we have been bringing people in, to join a group, and we are moving good. We are doing our best within the favored communities, mobilizing people, educating people about violence against women, especially in politics, also educating people about those numerous developments that is ongoing within the country that even though some people don't see, right? So these have been our focus, and those things have been carried on in the rural community.
And one thing I would like to ask Sadly is you had a very fun platform encouraging women, especially young women, to engage into politics. But now, since you brought it within the CDC, are you saying that this group is specifically for young people? I don't want to engage into politics for encourage them if they join, eventually become a citizen. Is that what you doing right now?
Yes, because right now we are a Zora group within CDC, right? So we provide education to every one of them that as you become part of this group, you are also part of the Congress. Because this is an Zora group now within the CDC. There is no way I can be a member of the group without being in CDC because it is a registered Zora and recognized from within the party.
Okay, there's a rumors going around that since Ambassador President George Weah took over as president, he did not downsize any of people in government, but CDC that struggled with him and worked their blood and sweat, he did not employ them. But today, the same civil servant that he kept there are the one turning out against him. Do you think that that's why that rumors President Weah will win this election?
Sometimes these are propaganda that people carry on within the country. The, the reason being is that the president didn't come into power to employ sedition. All right. We all know that sedition are Liberians. And those who are not sedition, they are also Liberians. So if you have that kind of perception that if I am supporting a political party and then that party comes to power, they have to employ all the partisans. That means that the country will be a party country. And President Weah is a person that doesn't look at those things. This is why some people say, oh, why there is no role for South. The president is not a president for Southeast. He is a president for Liberia. He see what is necessary and he do them. So people talk about personal benefit all the time. These are kind of messages that the opposition carry out there to the people. To some of the common people who don't really analyze things, right? These are some of the messages they carry to them. They say, oh, you voted the president, you are on the ring, on the sun, and you don't have job, right? I don't think every government that comes to power needs to give direct benefit to its partisan. We all have indirect benefits. Some of the indirect benefit that we have is that if the government of Liberia did not provide 24-hour electricity, is it only for citizens? No, it is for us as citizens. So that is some of the benefit that we are getting. We have the road connectivity. So those roads that we have that the president is paving around the country, is it only for citizens? It's for all Liberians. So if I'm a citizen and say that, oh, the government is supposed to give me a job, I need to put money in my pocket. But the government is providing avenue. that you can even provide a job for yourself. Because if I have roads connecting my county to the capital city, if I maybe play something, I want to bring it to the town and sell it and get money. If I have 24-hour electricity and then in my house I have my Xbox, I can use that to generate money. All right, these are sources or avenue that the government has to provide for every citizen to be in power. So it's
Okay.
not about personal job. Personal job, when it comes to the issue of personal job, any situation have to say, oh, I need a personal job because I'm a supporter of the government. That means that I've never even heard of such thing for any situation.
No, it happened. The people saying it.
People
Every
say
day people call on the
it,
radio and
people
they're
say
saying
it,
it.
to use it as a propaganda. People, let me tell you something.
But you saw the tenor yesterday.
It wasn't anything strange to me. That was not in my expectation. It was in the expectation of the CDC. All right. The tenor yesterday
The
was
tenor that
never.
was huge, and like I said, I was
No,
very
sister,
expectation.
it was never huge. It was never huge. And first of all, it was never the expectation of we Liberians or we the sedition. All right.
Why
Let
do
me
you
put
say
it
that?
that way. Let me let you know something. Even though actually I just been a little bit active in politics in lately from 2017, I said 2019, meaning 2018, 2019. But I used to sit back and follow issues, right? But not being part of it. It just recently I started to get involved, right? The same way that someone encouraged me and I started to encourage somebody. That's how we founded this group. So in 2017, I didn't know that we have any other political party in Liberia than CDC.
Wow.
Because from 25 to 2017, because almost everywhere you pass, everyone you talk to, right, they talk about the CDC. I didn't know whether we have any political party in Liberia, like the opposition or like the ruling party, like I call it Unity Party or whatever. But all the other the people I talked to, they were all a part of CDC. Now, here is the case. If you are in opposition, sometimes you get the advantage of the people. The reason you get the advantage of the people because it is easy to tell someone that, oh, you are suffering. You don't have rest to eat. You don't have money to buy coal, right? For somebody to believe you. Even though you yourself know that this individual is not suffering because development benefits everybody, every citizen. But sometimes you want to attract the people attention to you. So we are expecting the opposition to have a huge. Lately in the evening by I think four to five. That's what they tell the Iraq.
So
Okay.
I would just like to quote you there because
Let us.
we saw
Yeah.
the street yesterday. We all looked everywhere, even the public would be the judge. Because what you are saying, I would not totally agree with you. Because myself, I was in the street yesterday. Like I passed by so many junctions wherein I saw Unity Party participants. They pull up in that number, the GSA Road Junction, the LPS Junction, where I live, because I was going Fendel side. The the They said the I forgetting the junction name.
Just talk about
It
those when
was
you can remember.
it was where you have the real group, the police academy junction, where the real group was. So yesterday when you are saying that the four pull up in their number and it was full that we saw people coming up, I would not want to agree with you. Because even the public will be the judge. It was after 10 yesterday when you had Unity Party people in the streets already. And guess what? The weather the weather was really bad off yesterday. You had rain falling. And we saw that people were in the street. Even this reason I we were talking on this radio that the people already pull up in their numbers in CDC. They should try and work hard or push harder because we are seeing United Party people they are coming out. And you are here telling us that they never pull up in their number and it was about 4 o'clock. It's just kind of different because we all live in Liberia. We are seeing the real truth.
All
And
right.
about taking people from Piano, when it's official launch, I really don't have problem with that. Because even doing CDC official launch, people came from Kakata, people came from Makipi. It's official launch, so you have people pulling in for different venues to be able to grace the occasion.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
think
that's
Let's comment on
beautiful.
that and let's go
I
back
think that
to
is actually your opinion when it comes to that,
No, it's not my
right?
opinion. The script will actually pass.
You don't have to agree with me, all right? But I'm telling you what I saw.
Mm.
I was in Oscar, right? But
Oh,
I
okay.
watched that every moment of the program. Everything in Liberia right now it can be live.
on social media.
Everything on social media. I watched it from the beginning. Even the 10 o'clock like you are talking about my sister. There was no one in the street at that time.
Okay,
You saw
let's
OKFM was touring the streets. I
let
watched
us
them
go
at that
to the
time.
main
So
issue.
now let me come to this,
Let us
right?
go to
Let me
the
come
issue
to
of
this.
discussion
You
today. We
said,
don't have
yes, I will come to that. You said during the CDC rally, they brought people from Qatar. I didn't see that. Maybe you saw it, but I didn't see it. But yesterday we saw recording of people within Buchanan on pickup, on high quality truck.
My sister,
Coming
the thing
to
happen
Qatar rally.
everywhere.
Can we
Once
see
you
that?
have the official,
So
no,
now
like,
the issue
like
is
what I'm saying is,
the
she
issue
sat
is
home. She sat home and she was watching on the television, right?
now
And
I was the one
she
watching
was
on
she
television.
was watching
I
from
was the
town
one
side,
watching on
and I
television.
was
Okay, these people are not
watching
listening to
Filsa.
us
I
because
was
we
the
have a
one
thing.
watching on television,
Then I
right?
will just
But
leave
now
the studio
But
with
you
your
said you
friend.
just said that you're watching from
let me
television.
just no I'm watching something
Can,
started
can we go to what
watching
we're supposed to
television
discuss?
because you can instead of listening to television and watch it while watching something live on Facebook.
Have
So
okay,
here
that's your
Watching.
point.
here is the issue,
Is it
right?
a video?
Here is
Samra,
my point right now.
we have a topic on a discussion. We are
Yes,
deviating. No,
let
no,
me
no, no.
just
No, 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 no.
what
No,
you
no, no.
say.
There is no point for
You know,
clarity. Your
it's
party
not
remains supreme for you. So let's go to what we're supposed to discuss today. Can you
I
tell us
just
the
want to
fact that
clarify something.
no, please, I beg you.
So I
Let
just
us.
want to compare. I just wanted how to compare yesterday rally and the Saturday rally of CC. Tell us what you think about the crowd.
No, I don't want. She's an analyst on the show, but today we're not looking at the CDC cry and the Unity Party cry. What we're discussing is the fact that the main thing we're going to do today is to tell us what you as a lovely stand for and what are some of the work you've been doing. And lastly, we'll have to put in the aspect of drugs because by 9:30 we're supposed to start taking course. What do you make of CDC being able as a party that bringing in drugs in this country? Because you have to clarify that. You saw the cry yesterday, and Unity Party told them plain blank that when Ambassador Barker went, there will be no push in Liberia, and they were drafting President William, telling him go with your push, all those things. So, as a citizen, can you say about the fact that drugs is creeping in our country and people laboring it on the government?
So actually, the people that attended the Great Party rally yesterday actually they shake me. The reason is they didn't meet our expectation. It's like I said from the beginning, when you are in the opposition, you have the advantage of the crowd. You have the advantage. So they claim to be the stronger opposition political party in Liberia. We expected them to do more better than what I saw yesterday. If you say you want to remove a sitting president, all right, you should come with that kind of strength that will make the person feel that, oh yes, I think I need to do more. But there's something that even the person that you want to remove did better than you. Then what do you want me to say? So when it comes to the issue of this drugs thing, right? These are like I said from the beginning, these are propaganda. People use those things to attract people attention. You know what good thing about propaganda is that I have to promote even if it's negative. They gotta promote it because they feel that it sounds all good in the eyes of the listener. That is how it is. They got to create that attraction in their tone and in what they say. So I will ask people questions. So I interviewed one other young man the other day on my Facebook page. I asked him, I said, when did you start smoking? He said, I was like 15 years is not smoking. I said, which year? He said, 14.
Wow.
So I asked him, I said, who brought you to this? And he talks about his friends and he also talked about his father. He said his father is an ex-combatant. And if Ghana being an ex-combatant, during the conflict in Liberia, he, those people didn't fight without taking in drugs
Of course.
because of those things they were doing. So he was part of the war, and then he got used to almost like He cannot live without drugs. So he
Oh.
always watched his father bringing in things, after the war, everything. He watched his father bringing in things, taking in drugs, smoking and things. And he decided to try it one day. So when he tried it the first time, the second time, and then he got used to it. That's how he started
Uh-huh.
taking in drugs.
Okay.
So when people talking about push, President we are bringing push, or the government of Liberia is bringing push, I still that would be, excuse me for the expression, very silly. Because if I know that there was a war in a country that people fought, and there was funding given for those who to be rehabilitated, so that those drugs can be flushed away from that system, that they will live and do something for themselves. But those things were never done. So do you expect everything to just vanish from among the people? It will never be like that. We fought war in a country and we did so many things. People, those things that people were doing, they didn't do it in a normal mind. They have substances that they were taking. And these are the same substances that are still affecting people today. Some of them are children who got involved because of what they were doing. So even in the previous government, there were people arrested for drugs. There were there were a lot of imports of drugs into Liberia. So it's not only about today. This is why every other day when there is an issue about drugs, the government of Liberia makes sure and arrest people like they want to talk about it last time from the RIA, right? People are being arrested and going through investigation. So now the thing is this: even the drugs law has been passed, and within the drugs law, it says that even if you bring in drugs in the country, you will be arrested. Your money, the property that you have, will be taken away from you. So even if you live in a house and you sell a drug in that house will be taken away. All right. So the drugs law has really been passed. The only thing we can say to the citizens of Liberia, it's not about you going in the ghetto to record people and put them on Facebook and say they are taking in drugs. Is that helping? You as an opposition, or you claim to you want to rescue or you want to fix something I think is spoiled, you should be able to fix people. You should be able to rescue people. You will not go in a ghetto, those ex-combatants that we know of, and then you record and put them on social media and say, oh, drugs is in the country, the people are taking in drugs, President Weah is bringing drugs. So benefit what? So now I ask question, why would President Weah be bringing drugs in the country? To achieve what? Because you are setting government. You control budgets. You have access to a lot of things. So what would be the essence of you bringing jobs to the country? To try and get money? Some people should just stop the kind of negative propaganda against our own nation. This one is not about President Weah, it's about your country. Because when you go out there, people will ask you, where are you from? Sometimes you say you're from Liberia because of the image that we build in our country. People start to criticize us. Say, oh, you Liberians, you are like this, you are like that, because of the image that we built within the country. So we just need to stop those things. Even though if you say the government is not doing the right thing, when it comes to campaign messages, it's about you promoting yourself. It's about you telling the person, the voters, what you can do, what you're going to offer, what you're going to make, what difference you're going to make for the sitting voters. These are the campaign messages that we expect people to be carrying out there.
So
We're not to
it's
go to the ghetto and record people and put it on social media.
yes, yes.
Because people from abroad that watch those things, they feel that almost 95% of people in Nigeria smoking. Do you smoke? And I don't smoke as well. But people out there will believe that almost 95% of Liberian citizens are smoking.
Okay, so what are some of the work you've been doing as a young woman? What are some of the work you've been doing? For the fact, well, if you know Grace, you know Grace is a very strong woman. I'm not deterred by what people post on Facebook or say about me. As intelligent as I am, I'm happy that my is getting better and my people will get better. There are just some bad fruits that manipulate people and use them for what they want. And they are out there making sure that their desperation should be brought to the public once again. And for me, I'm not deterred for that. I'm happy that women are getting involved into politics. That's where I'm going. And I know there are challenges. Okay, so I want you to please tell us what are some of the challenges you face. I'm not talking about you as a citizen or whatever party associated with, but as a female creeping to the political space, what can you say about politics in Liberia and knowing how people uh, term female and how they attack female. Okay, when it comes to the political space, what can you say about that?
You know, when a male candidate or aspirant express their interest that I want to run as a lawmaker, no one asks about their marriage,
Thank you.
relationship, their family, their children, their wife. Nobody asks about that, right? But if a female just come out and say, "Oh, I want to become a lawmaker," people will start taking your photos. Maybe the old photo that you took when you were like 5 years old or 10 years old, posting them on social media. And talking about depression is real. Sometimes people die from depression. So the only thing we have been doing so far, some of the things we have been doing is that we encourage young women. We encourage women, not just young women, but women to be strong and to be optimistic about your ambition. Because if you say you want to become a lawmaker, and then someone maybe try to criticize you, you get discouraged, and then you try to relent, right? That means that you're going to do everything you plan to do. I will always encourage young people. We have a platform that those Canadian law women Canada that we have currently in Liberia, some of them we talk to them, we send them messages on their phone. We sometimes call them, we talk to them, we encourage them. But we notice that someone taking maybe an aspirant photo, putting it on Facebook, maybe negative things, saying negative things about that person, we respond. We respond to those posts. We reply to their comments. I mean, we just try to encourage young people. We try to encourage women, most especially, because women are always the victim in most of these things. So we try to encourage them. If you want to be a leader and you are a woman, you need to be a strong person. I love the vice president. She said, for me, my skin is very thick. So any question you cost me and I'm coming inside, it going outside. You don't penetrate, right? So I think we should all follow the kind of experiences our past, our women are currently on a surface in politics in Liberia are going through, right? Even Madam Youngly, all right? I'm not from the other party, but Madam Youngly is one person I also follow as a woman, right? She one of those that also said all kind of things. There are a lot of things people post about her. People say about her that she having this, that, she having that one, and she doesn't care, right? She doesn't care. She just
It's
focus.
almost like what we face with in the media, especially me. If I come here layman and I say somebody who create partisans, journalists, will be all on the comment making reckless statements because I'm not in your interest. If I get another
And
labrador come first.
And one thing
That's
about
the that's what we face. Yeah.
one thing I'm noticing Nigeria is that whenever you want to say the truth, people say you are hungry, you're looking for money.
Yeah.
But you should always say the truth. Just
Just
don't
be
lie
on your side.
and just be on your side, and you are right.
Follow
You are a
nonsense.
good
Then you
journalist.
are a good
You know,
journalist.
and listen to one of the interview on OKFM with Julia Chair, one other guy, I think is it John Balu or whatever,
Yeah.
one senator or
Now
something.
John Balu, I just watched it this morning.
I listen to this guy attacking that journalist. And many of them, to be honest, Julia is one of the recognized and inclined journalists in Liberia. There are a lot of them, but Julia is one of them that I know, right? He's one of them that he does his research. He come out with
But there is no
analysis.
way you come to the
And
media
so
without research.
whenever
You
Julia
cannot.
is coming out with analysis and you try to balance it
You
and say,
become
oh,
after to them.
you know, the party did they were wrong, and CC did they were wrong, they will start to judge him. They will start to call him partisan journalist, that he hungry, he looking for money, he is on payroll. Even the guy I'm talking about, he attacked him at that. He is on payroll, he is taking pay, they haven't got him paying him. He defending negative things in the country. I mean, it was so sad. And I mean, watching people in a is it PUL? How
Yeah.
you call it? PUL that you wouldn't even write or even condemn that one of your kind was attacked while on show. It just saying we're very tolerant. This is why you continue on the show. If you watch it, you know what I'm talking about. I don't think about it. I'm lying here.
Yeah.
Because he was very tolerant that day, so you have to keep the conversation going. But if if he was the kind of children that was intolerant, it would just allow that person to go. But he was very
What some
tolerant.
of them doing this morning. We're talking about drugs and they're attacking, but I'm not deterred by that. So thank you very much for the
So these
points
are
you
some of the
made.
challenges
Yeah,
that we
for
face
female, yeah. We
in
don't have
politics
time.
in Liberia.
Let's see if we can open the line and interact with the public. So thank you very much. That's your analysis, and I hope female are given opportunity to creep to the political space as well. So call us on 0770 907 0880 Call us this morning and let's talk about female political participation in politics and how well we can try to shift and include women within politics. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know if the line is open.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
The person
Oh,
left.
okay. We are still taking calls. Call us on 0770 907 907 0880
Why this person is calling unrestricted?
Okay, let's.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning, your name and where you calling from?
Yes, I'm good. My name is Princess Cooper. I'm calling from the district 13.
Go ahead,
Jamaica.
princess. Go ahead. Go
Hello?
ahead. Go ahead, my sister. You are live. I don't know what is wrong with the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead. Make your point, please.
Yeah, this is Harris V.F. Pankabo. I'm calling you from Lower Marquis County.
Oh, Harris, how are
Uh,
you?
yeah, give God a praise. Okay, thank you very much in the studio, to explain concerning this trust issues and the challenges we may face concerning the politics in our country. Our sister came up with a very resilient point, campaign messages. The campaign messages really, even when our president came in, Mark went in bombing, really, he never stick on the issue. All the issues was concerning GMB.
Mm-hmm.
And you come up with a good point that we should not be dwelling on those things. This is why campaign they are attacking one another instead of them to drag on the issues to explain the issues to the different people. They're attacking one another. And concerning the drugs issues of my sister, like even in my GB, we have children that in 10, 11, 12. When you see them, they are in those drugs issues. What we are saying is Liberian people issues. Everybody should tackle it. But government should take a strong lead in this. It will help our children. It may not be you directly, but indirectly, our children are suffering. So please, as you people are.
Thank you, brother. We are calling on the Liberian government as well to put their feet down for drugs. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Johnny Johnson. I just joined from Boston this morning.
Go ahead, brother.
You see, I started and I listened to the studio guest, but she's not been real. Most especially when it comes to, the rally yesterday. She said there was no crowd, this, that. They were empty. I don't want to believe that, females should be in the public space to bring us the information. Even we watching on television, we saw the crowd. But, you will come to the public and say that there was no crowd. I think she need to be real. And for the issue of women participation, it is something that we all cherish because we see that women are mothers, they don't go the route that men goes, when it comes to violence and, they are very, very much easy. They are not strong in corruption, all of those things. That is why sometimes we, embrace women participation in government. But to see a woman who will come to the public space and don't want to be real, sometimes it baffles us. So actually, we support women participation because we know what women can do. Women are mothers, and sometimes when it comes into leadership, they bring, good leadership to the platform. So we highly support the issue of women participation in government. Thank you so much for the topic.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for your point. Okay, the line is still open. We don't have much time. Call us on 0770 907 907 0880-907-907. Call us this morning and talk about women inclusion into politics. Good morning, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, Grace, my name is Baba Widow, and I gave my capital shop this time at Togo Village, District 13.
Well, go ahead. Ask your question.
Let me